Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Hey
and
guys, welcome to Toddler Tuesdays. Nando smells.
That was my line.
and I guess we are live with Toddler Tuesdays. Hello, I am your host for this evening again, Nando, and I'll just let everyone else introduce themselves.
Oh, you didn't think I was gonna go second, did you?
I assumed so.
Fine, I'll go second. John, the sassy fetus, Johnny boy, whatever you want to call me at this point. I'm back, guys.
Yay!
I'm
Okay.
Jamish. Let me say it. I'm Jamish, the new fetus.
Jamish the Great.
I am great. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
you're the only fetus now. I'm
Hey.
entirely sure that you're the only fetus.
We
No.
should ask Aisha. She seems to be in chat.
Well, no, and also you also have to realize now that your username now, John, is the sassy fetus. So that thing is
Well,
gonna.
you know what? It's not gonna change. I'm not gonna get sassy toddler. It doesn't feel right, okay?
It
I
doesn't.
apologize.
It doesn't feel right to be called sassy toddler. Or
No.
yeah,
Sassy fetus is where it's at. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it has a good
I
ring to it.
apologize. It's what's gonna happen. It's not gonna change ever.
Okay, so we essentially have two fetuses now instead of one.
Wait, no, I'm an embryo. I forgot. Sorry.
Hashtag
Jesus.
fetus at heart.
Fetus life forever.
Alrighty, I guess we should move to these Q&A questions that are present on our screen. This one, okay, there it is. This one is from Aisha. Who should be on the NHL 15 cover?
Carlson, end of discussion. Next question.
I would love to. I would love to say Bergeron, but it's got to be Carlson. I'm sorry. All right. Everyone should know this before the podcast started. We had a discussion about me having a thing for Swedish guys, and first of all, I don't.
I mean, Swedish guys are pretty great, to be honest.
I'll admit it. I do.
I'm not gonna lie. They are. But Eric Carlson is like a god. You cannot deny that.
I mean, the only thing I have to criticize about Carlson is his hair. I don't see what's so
which
magnificent.
part?
I mean, like, in-game, whenever he does that hair flip, I don't find it extremely...
Every time he does the hair flip, I grow ovaries and then they explode.
Carlson hair gif.
No,
Can we
I
get
would
that?
say that... Oh my god, you guys are weird. Anyway,
Also, his hair is awesome. You suck, Nando.
No, I mean, I don't find it appealing when he's just sweating all over the ice and then he does a majestic hair flip.
Hold on, wait, Jamish, let me see if I got this right. Are you trying to say hashtag down with Nando?
Hashtag down with Nando. Let's do it.
Hashtag slept for mod.
No,
No, it's not
we're
that
not
bad.
doing Slippy for mod. I am
We
mod.
are, we're doing it. You may control the Twitters, but I have a voice.
We are human. We will. Yeah.
We are
Oh,
fetus.
We are fetus.
We are Fetus United.
Fetus people. I feel like fetus people. Fetus people. Let's move on.
Okay, hang on, sorry. Let's see, what's the next Q&A question? Okay, and Aisha also asked the next question, what do I need to do to get Kadri on my own personal team? Which, I guess she's referencing the Bruins.
Nothing. He
No, I
sucks.
think she
Next
just
question.
No, I'm not thinking team as in team. I assume she means team as in like be her life partner.
Oh.
Ooh.
He's ugly. Next question.
Yes, I mean, I just remember
Jamish is on
him
point tonight. I just want to point that out.
I just always remember him having huge red lips. Like, he just has very red lips. And it just seems so, like, his defining feature of this body.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Kadri.
I don't recognize him. No, let me check him out.
You sure you don't recognize him? He's a
I
Leafs
tried to
player.
spell his name Naudry.
Okay.
Aisha, to your question, I'm going to respond, why?
Yeah.
When you can have Eric Carlson.
He's so
Everything can
sexy.
be solved with Carlson.
Carlson is
Obviously.
God. Nah, his lips aren't that big.
I just remember.
I feel like... Alright, no, go on.
Oh, I just remember it being red. Like, especially in the excuse me, the Winter Classic thing that they did on HBO, his lips just seemed so red when they were. Maybe because I just got an HD cable for the first time, and that's when one of the earlier things I watched. But yeah, HD can change your perception on reality.
Cough counter at 1.
Oh god.
Alright, let's mark it down.
Okay, so
Hey guys, I'm sick.
yes, John is in fact sick, sadly. Okay, and Aisha also wanted to further that point by saying she loves his red lips and eyebrows.
No, I haven't eaten it yet.
Oh, we have a response from Aisha. Would be great to take home to parents
It looks like
because,
shit.
because brown.
Wait, what?
Would be
What?
Kadri would be
Looks like
great to
shit.
take home because brown.
No, or I haven't even tried it yet.
Wait, could you repeat that again, James? Sorry.
Kadri would be great to take home because brown.
Is that even a complete sentence?
It's not a
I'm
sentence.
going to assume I'm gonna be Aisha's translator for the rest of the night. I'm going to assume that because Kadri's skin is also brown, her family would approve more. But I mean, who could really oppose Swedish guys? Again, I'm just throwing this out there. Why have Kadri when you can have Carlson?
Or even better yet, Lidstrom, the perfect human being.
His lips are red.
I'm sorry, are you criticizing the perfect? Why am I even saying this? I'm not even a Red Wings fan.
He is not the best Swede. He's
But
inferior.
Zetterbeard, though.
He's also inferior Swede.
Have you seen Zetterberg's wife though? She's outrageously pretty.
Is she? I never looked her
Yeah.
up.
Oh, you should look.
It's
Yeah, you should.
okay. You can use words like hot. It's okay.
Yeah, no, she's pretty. She's pretty freaking hot.
Whoa.
Like their wedding pictures are pretty nice, I will say. And they also have Datsuk in a onesie, like a one-piece bathing suit, and it's
Wow.
pretty hilarious. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, settle down, Jamish. We're running a podcast. You can do that later.
Do we have more questions, or
Yeah, I
Oh.
got two.
should I bring up
Oh,
a
yeah,
topic?
Hang on. I asked the question to the people before the podcast started, and I asked, what are some hockey-themed movie titles you have come up with that aren't like actual
I don't
hockey
recall that
movies?
being the I don't recall that being the question. It's similar.
John, shut up, John.
So one of the responses was from a Bruins fan, Nuke
Aisha.
Montreal. Yeah, Nuke Montreal.
I like that one.
Oh.
I like that one.
Of course, she's a Bruins fan, and Game 7 is tomorrow. Of course.
Ooh, marking calendars.
And one of the other responses was Brotherhood of the Testicular Spear. I'm not even. I mean, the person based it off the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Oh,
I don't know how. I don't know.
So that would be Lucic, Crosby. Who did it on the Blue Jackets?
I don't remember, but who speared Chara? Wait, did Chara spear someone last night too?
Oh,
No, someone speared Chara.
who was that?
Oh, then there's Perry. Then there's Quick.
Oh,
Oh,
Dubinsky.
Perry.
Dubinsky.
Quick.
Dubinsky did it
yep.
too. I'm trying to think who else. Didn't Holtby do that? Or
Yes, I think so.
but that was like last season though, so that doesn't really count.
There've been
Oh.
lots. It'd be pretty
Yeah.
big brotherhood.
Let's see what else is happening. Oh yeah, Godzilla's coming out Friday. That looks really good.
I don't really care.
Oh,
You
since
don't
we're entertainment, guys, Hohen's confirmed.
Who's
You
what
guys-
now?
You guys don't play Pokemon, do you?
I do.
Okay. The remakes are
Oh,
confirmed.
new remakes.
Hoenn is confirmed.
Oh, they were the best ones. I'm so excited.
Actually, I just have it on the original Game Boy. I don't own a DS though.
What is it?
I never played any of them. I wanted to play Emerald though, so This
I've
will be a good
played.
first experience for me.
I own Ruby, Silver, Fire Red, and Pearl.
I
I haven't
own
played any other ones
Ruby,
though.
and I own Ruby, and I must say it's an awesome game. For my first Pokemon game, it was pretty sweet, but I
It's
didn't
so
really finish the campaign, which makes me sad because I couldn't figure out where what the hell is it called? It's like the power up where you can get a Pokemon to swim.
Swim.
Or it's
The HM.
yeah, the
Oh.
HM swim. I could never find it, so I just stopped playing. And it
That's a
makes
good
me
game.
really sad because I was pretty good at Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's pretty much the best game ever.
And I also had Ralts, who was a badass in that game.
Ralts.
Yeah. It's so bad though, because I remember the first time I played through it, I ignored Ralts, and then I tried to go back for it, but then I would just kill it immediately because my Pokemon were too strong. So then I restarted my campaign, and then I got Ralts again, and I'm like, this is just so much awesome. Like, I was just dominating, and I didn't even need to use, like a single Pokemon, well, a Pokemon except Ralts, so.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Ralts is like a psychic Pokemon. So, like,
Yes.
he's so heavily weighted versus everyone else because there's not really there's not really any weakness that was developed until I think like a few games later, but yeah.
It's like Pokemon were really powerful. I remember that.
Yeah. And I think I played Leaf Green once and I tried to get a Kadabra and it didn't go well.
And those ones are hard.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay, so we have more questions coming up from
No,
the
more
Q&A.
Pokemon. Let's do it.
Guys, how was X and Y? Since yeah.
I haven't finished the campaign.
I never got it.
What?
I don't own. Wait. Wait. No, I just don't own it. Never played it.
Neither me or my friend, no one I know has actually finished the campaign, and my friend's like rushing to beat I think he has Black 2 because I think as of the 20th they shut down certain transfer methods, and he wants to make sure that he gets his Pokemon into X and Y before it closes next week.
Oh.
I have absolutely no interest in beating the game. I get through like 7 gyms and then I give up every time.
You sound like my friend actually, because I have one
Oh,
friend.
am I not your friend? I apologize.
No, I was gonna say that I have one friend who has every single Pokemon game created, but has never beaten the campaign. It's just so bizarre. And he buys it all the time, but he never finishes it.
That's weird.
Yeah. I guess he just keeps buying so many video games that he just can't keep track, and then he just falls off.
I just remembered why I don't play X and Y. It's because I don't have a 3DS.
Oh, that would be
probably
a problem. I mean, you
Yeah.
could buy a 2DS. The second
Those things are
stupidest
weird.
idea that's ever occurred.
Wait,
Because I
you
would only
mean
play one game on it. Wouldn't be worth it.
you mean the one that doesn't fold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this Q&A since these questions are here. Why? Okay, so this one's from Dave, aka LA Dave. Why do I need Catherine Tappan on my own personal team?
Who?
Catherine
Well-
Tappan used to be one of the girls who interviewed. She used to be the only woman that interviewed Bruins between periods. She was a I can't think of the word or the title, but I want to say broadcaster. No? Yes.
Yep. Yeah, she's a broadcaster on.
She used to work for Nessun, and
Yep.
she got let go last year. And what network picked her up?
Fox?
I feel like it was
I-
NBC. I feel like
do know.
NBC picked her up, but
Yeah,
basically,
Yeah, she's NHL Network and NBC Sports.
yes, and she is beautiful.
How beautiful.
Yeah, she's
Considering the
pretty.
last time I saw her was like last year or 2 years ago, I remember her to be quite pretty.
Yeah, she is quite pretty. Yes, I will agree with that actually. I'm looking at pictures of her right now just for, yeah.
Nando.
So, what does he need to do to get Catherine Tappan on his own personal team?
Probably played
his
for a
own
team.
broadcasting network. Probably get
or
his own
play for a
broadcast.
team.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm going to assume playing might be a little bit easier than getting on the team.
You can just dethrone the head of NBC. Just kind of push him out of the way and just get yourself in there, and then you can have Catherine Tipton on your team in a weird metaphorical sense, not like an actual like sports team, but broadcasting team, I guess. Let's see. What are some other questions?
Nobody cares about Pokemon, apparently.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that one.
I'm
Okay.
offended. Personally, I'm offended.
We are toddlers. We love Pokemon. Just say no.
Okay, so this one is for
If you
Jamish.
cry every time.
I cry.
Jamish, this one is for you. Congratulations. Jamish, what will you do if Bergeron gets the NHL 15 cover? This one's for Mike.
Well,
Ooh, can I take a wild guess?
okay.
No, we're letting
It's
Jamish
the
answer
same
this
thing
one.
I'm gonna do if the Bruins lose tomorrow.
Cry.
I was gonna say drink bleach, but
I wouldn't go that far. I think it would start with a bit of tearing up, then going on Twitter and asking everyone in all caps, "How could this happen?" Then I would come to accept it, but still cry inside.
I want Bergeron to win that much more because I want to see if you go through with this.
I will. I will, trust me.
Like, it's just that enticing now that Jamish should just be heartbroken. Like, being a Sens fan isn't. Okay, I'll make a Sens joke. Okay, thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Aisha, for that one. And we have another Aisha question.
Is she the only one asking questions?
We
Besides
have
that
Dave.
one from LA Dave.
Yeah, okay. Would you make into a voodoo doll? Oh, who would you make into a voodoo doll, I should say, like Habs fans did with Chara? Huh.
So so what NHL player would we make into a voodoo doll?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, I make Nando into Voodoo Doll. Down with Nando, hashtag.
Oh, no, you can't do that. That's backwards. It has to be hashtag first and then whatever you're gonna say.
Nando.
Hey man, YOLO.
Okay, so who wants to answer the question?
I think John was leaning towards something.
Was I leaning towards something?
I thought you were.
No, I was just clarifying on the question.
Okay.
Can I make Crosby into a voodoo doll? I'd have to go with Crosby or Subban. But making Subban into a voodoo doll might be considered racist, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with probably Crosby.
Okay. Wait, which Subban?
I'm gonna make Malcolm Subban into a voodoo doll.
I was gonna say,
that's exactly what I meant.
We could totally do a Malcolm Subban. That would be pretty funny, actually.
It would not, because he's on our team.
No, I know,
Some
but it's funny
racism.
because you didn't clarify. You didn't clarify. So it's funny for me at least. Let me have my own humor. So who would I make into a voodoo doll? Who is the one Jackets killer?
Everyone.
No one, because they don't know who they are. Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I mean, if we can make it into teams, I would think probably the Bruins, because we suck versus the Bruins. I know.
So that we could play you in the quarterfinals. I mean, the conference finals. I can't talk. And it was gonna be an easy sweep, and that was my one disappointment. I wanted you guys to win. You were my second team, and you blew it. You had it, and you blew it.
I barely thought we could get past the series, so I'm just glad we got wins in that series, because they were pretty freaking awesome wins at that. Dubinsky, and then what was the other incident that happened? Oh yeah, Matt Calvert, the OT win. Oh yeah, I should mention. I almost forgot to mention this, but the Rangers. That's who it was. Rangers and Penguins are in a hockey game as of right now, Game 7. Um.
Do we have a score update?
Oh yeah, it is 1-0 so far.
End
Oh,
of the
At least,
still?
yeah, Moore got the goal, I think.
No, it's Brian something. I forget his name is.
I thought it was Damien, but I
Brian
could be
Boyle.
terribly wrong.
Brian Boyle.
Oh, Boyle got the other goal?
No, there's only one goal.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Damn it, Nando.
Come on.
whatever. Oh, and the Minnesota Wild and Chicago Blackhawks are going to Game 7 as well. The Wild have a really weird situation going on where they just seem to, like, pull some rabbit out of the hat and all of a sudden played extremely well after looking pretty well dominated for the early part of the
They're
series.
literally pulling miracles out of their butt stuffs.
Oh, so much butt stuff.
So much butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Do we have more
Yeah.
Q&As, or can I also bring up another topic?
Wait, I want to answer the question.
We haven't answered the damn question?
I thought I
both did.
mentioned. Well, I mentioned the Bruins.
Yes, you said... Okay, so answer the question. Which Bruins specifically?
Yeah. Tell me.
All.
Wow.
We will make
Wow.
all.
Dodging the question.
What? I'm telling you, man. We haven't beaten. The Blue Jackets have not beaten the Bruins since 2001.
Go
You
ahead. No. Just say it. You'd make a voodoo doll out of Milan Lucic. Just say it. I won't judge you.
No,
Just
I
say
don't
it.
care about Milan Lucic individually. I care about getting a voodoo doll on the Bruins as a whole.
You're a liar.
I don't think he's
Okay.
going to answer the question at all, so...
What? So now my answer doesn't have merit. Is this how it's gonna go?
Pretty much.
Yes, your answer has no merit if you can't come up with one.
Your answer
You
doesn't
don't have
exist.
You don't have a legitimate answer.
It says, who would you make, not which team.
Yeah. It's a
But
specific
who could be
person.
plural?
Into
could be
a
who?
voodoo doll.
Oh, you know what? Screw you and screw English. Screw the English language.
No hate English news update.
Let's see. Okay, Jamish, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who.
I thought long and about this. And I wrote it says one person who screwed over the Sens more than anyone else.
Alfredson.
No. Danny Heatley. I want him as a voodoo doll.
50 and 07. 50 and
I mean,
07.
he's pretty much his own voodoo doll at this point.
Gosh, I'm still trying to think. Who is the one player I don't like at all?
Oh my god. Rafi Torres. Matt fucking Cook. Just
You
pick
got him.
one.
Malkin. There you go.
Malkin?
Oh, finally.
That's a good answer.
What? You're a weird answer. No, Malkin has he's pretty dangerous when he plays against the Blue Jackets.
Malkin's pretty dangerous against every team, I'd honestly say.
Well, you
But-
remember the hat trick that he scored in Game 6, right? Anyone?
Yeah,
actually
he's also... I could honestly compare Malkin to Patrick Kane, only Malkin's probably a little bit more respectable.
Really?
because he
Yeah.
is score.
I
He is
just-
score.
I honestly, like... In my opinion, Patrick Kane's, like, he's just a punk. He goes out there, he's got, like, very little respect for the most part. But, like, and you see him out there, and he's, like, perfect with Jonathan Taves, who's, like... Of course, I don't really like the Blackhawks, but Taves is still sort of, like... He goes out there and he's about the team, not about himself. And I feel like Patrick Kane is more like the LeBron of hockey. All he cares about is himself.
I would make a claim that LeBron isn't about himself as much. I'm not saying that he isn't all about himself anymore, but I'm saying that he's lost some of that individuality or that me factor of himself when he.
Yeah, I was hearing today over the radio that in the game last night, I guess,
Mhm.
LeBron got 49 points instead of 50 or
Yeah.
something like that. And even though his team won, he was pissed that he didn't get 50. Like
Yeah.
you won, that's what it's about.
Um, I'm trying to think. Who was the one player who got closest to the record for most points in the game? I think it was Kobe when he got like 68 or 69 or something crazy like that. Of course, the record in basketball is 100 points in one game. And this, mind you, is without the three-point line. That's when the record was broken. So that's a pretty crazy statistic that one person could do that without the aid of a three-point line. Because that means that he just, I mean, that's just still mind-boggling that it lasted for that long. Okay, oh, we have another Q&A. Or we have a question from the Q&A. Who is the most selfish player in the NHL from Dave, aka LA Dave?
The most selfish player in the league.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go last on this one.
Oh,
Okay.
Dave also corrected me on the Kobe Bryant statistic. He had 81 points, which is still pretty good.
That's all right. I mean,
Well, yeah.
It's okay, nobody's counting except Dave.
and Kobe. Okay, so I can answer this question.
Okay.
Stanley Heatley.
You
He
really
doesn't-
don't like Heater.
He just doesn't care about his team. 2 times he asked for trades from a team which he was doing really well in, and he refused to go to Edmonton because he thought they sucked. I mean,
Well,
he's an awful person.
I mean, could you blame him? Would you want to go to Edmonton?
Yeah, but he asked for a trade and then refused the place where he first tried to get traded to.
Oh, okay.
If you ask for a trade, you have no right to refuse the trade.
Basically, beggars can't
Yes,
be
you can.
choosers.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't even
Well,
ask
I mean,
for
you
trades, he
legally
demanded it.
can, but
He's just being
you
asshole.
can legally say which team you want to go to, but it's just still frowned upon.
I mean, that's what Marty of St. Louis did, so...
Yeah. And look how much respect. Well, I mean, he lost a little bit of respect when he did that, but. Oh my goodness, who was it? Most selfish player? I don't know. I guess Nash. Mostly because he just tries to play the puck all the time, and he just always wants to carry it around.
Is it because he broke your heart? Is it because he's on the Rangers now?
No, it's always because he just seems to have this, I'll just carry the puck and push the defense into...
3.
He just always seems to be the guy who wants to just push the puck into the zone and it just be his one-man forecheck thing. And then of course with the Blue Jackets he could do that because everyone just seemed to not care. And now with the Rangers he just seems to try and do that but he can't. And even though he's using his power forward skills, he still can't do it because he fumbles with the puck all the time. So yeah, I would say Rick Nash.
Alright,
John?
so for me, oh god. This is actually a tough decision for me. I'd have to be between Patrick Kane and probably Ovechkin. Because neither of them really pass the puck. I can't speak for Kane because he's in the West and I don't really watch a lot of West hockey anymore, but it goes back to what I was saying before about him sort of being the LeBron of hockey, how he really doesn't seem to care much about the win overall as much as he cares as of going out there and looking good or whatever. And Ovechkin is just you see him put so much effort in on the forecheck, but when it comes time to back check, everyone's seen that GIF or video of him basically unplugging on the back check Game 7 last year of the playoffs. against
He
the
did that a
Rangers.
lot this season. He did that a lot this season too.
Yeah, I saw a couple games and it didn't seem like he was trying on any back check in the defensive zone. He just didn't care. It's like you've gotta go both ways. You've gotta. I mean, I understand if you're better in the offensive zone than you are in the defensive, but it's still that situation where you have to show some sense of urgency in the defensive zone.
That is true. I don't know. I think it's. I mean, I always feel like it's just it's like such a hard role to do, like being part-time defenseman, and then being full-time offenseman, especially when you just have like offensive skills like Ovechkin does. Like, how can you translate that into defense? I mean, you can use your speed and your skills to try and like poke the puck away, but I mean, you have to have some defensive knowledge, which I think he's one of those cases where his offensive prowess is just so overpowering that he can't, like, you really cannot into defense, I guess, for lack of better words.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you on part of that, in which you said they don't pass the puck, because that's not really their job. They are offensive scoring machines. And
I
they're
never
supposed
said
to
that
have
they
people
had to
feeding
pass the
them.
puck. Nobody has to pass the puck. You can keep trying. The point is, by not passing the puck, it's like what Nando said about Rick Nash. He goes in on this one-man forecheck. Like, you can't do everything by yourself. You have to understand that you're part of a team. Not any one person is going to, carry the team. I saw it a lot during my high school season this year. We had a bunch of guys that had some talent, but we could never work as a team, and as a result, we could never win that many games because everyone wanted to do everything themselves. You need to act as a team to win as a team because you don't win as an individual. You don't see on NHL Network, Ovechkin beat the Penguins or Ovechkin beat Crosby today. Like you don't see that. You see the Capitals against the Penguins or the Bruins against the Habs. It's not about the individual, even if there is, there's one guy that's the face of the team. That player needs to understand that he's part of a team. Being the face of the team, you need to understand that there is a team behind you.
Well, I think Patrick Kane does get that. He understands that he's going to be the one scoring. People are going to be feeding him the puck as much as possible because he's really good at it.
And if people do that, that's fine. It's when you get the puck and you refuse to act as if there's a team. If he's going to open up and set himself up for a play, that's fine. It's just I don't like how he plays. Like watching him during the Stanley Cup Final last year, he passed the puck, enough, I guess. But the way that he went out there and he carried himself on the ice just seemed like he was looking down on everyone, like he was better than anyone else. And that kind of attitude just sort of irritates me. And it gets under my skin personally a little bit, like how Subban does it. But the difference is Subban's a good defenseman, and Patrick Kane is just...
He's just...
I don't know, I just put my foot in my mouth right there. I don't know what I can say from that point. Like, they're both talented, yeah, but Subban is more of a team player than Kane is.
Yeah, I guess as a transition, like an offbeat transition, I want to look at some IIHF stats that have gone on since the World Championship had started, let's see, when was it? Friday? Last Friday, yep. Out of a majority of NHL teams, and mind you, this may be wrong, the Capitals have the most players in the IIHF tournament with 9. Predators come second with 7 players. Flyers and Panthers are tied for 6. And the team with the least amount of players in is the Hawks with only 1 player. And I should also mention that the Hawks are the only team in the playoffs still, with the player going into the IIHF tournament, which is Hayes, who played on the team a little bit, but it wasn't anything special.
John, you okay?
Yeah, I was putting my laptop on my lap. Guys, I have a computer now. I'm not on my phone.
Confetti.
Confetti noises.
Okay, so
how bad was it?
That's pretty loud, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, so here's the thing I'm not I'm not 100% sure on. You say that Washington has the most,
Yes.
but I'm willing to bet that other teams would have more. The players just didn't want to go.
That is true because I think the Blue Jackets were supposed to have 2 other players come in, but that was due to injury. I really couldn't keep track of like the invites because a lot of it wasn't mentioned to begin with.
Yeah.
And invites just seemed to be like, oh yeah, whatever. They could invite random McPoopy Face, but he probably didn't join because he's terrible or something like that.
I know the Sens are supposed to have 4, but Mathot got hurt and MacArthur has visa issues, I think.
Visa issues, you said?
He needs permanent residency in the U.S. because he lives there, but something happened where if he went to Minsk, he couldn't get that because he wouldn't be living there at the time, or it was something really complicated that I don't understand.
Wait, so is he from the United States or is he?
No, he's Canadian, but he has permanent residency in the U.S.
Wait a minute, what? Really? Why couldn't he just go for dual citizenship?
Well, I think he's trying, but he hasn't lived there long enough.
Oh, okay. Actually, I think there's a U.S. senator who has that same problem. Oh my God, what's his name? It was
John.
Yeah, what's up?
No, different John. There are lots of Johns. It's a common name.
Okay, I'm sorry. I sort of you said IIHF and I spaced out.
Do you just not care about the IIHF? Or?
The playoffs.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. I'm more concerned with the NHL. The fact that I have 3 teams that I want winning right now that are in contention.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I want the Wild to win. I want the Ducks to win, and if the Bruins don't win, I've said it before. I'm drinking bleach. I will not be able to handle a loss like that. Eventually I will, and I'll just root for the Ducks. But I still want the Wild to win. I want the Hawks out.
Struggle is real.
Hashtag my struggle.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It seems like it. I feel like it should be important that the Boston-Montreal series is going on, but I honestly just don't care anymore. Like I feel like after the Blue Jackets have left the playoffs, there's like a void in my chest, and I can't have the same energy for watching the playoffs. Like I just feel like emotionally voided when I watch the playoffs anymore now, which is kind of sad in my sense, because that's how I got started watching hockey, but I just can't. It makes me sad. Because then I realized, like, oh, the Blue Jackets could have been there. We could have done that. We could have played the Rangers, not these hooligans. But, oh well. I mean, I guess I would ask James. James, can I ask you that question? Like, how does it feel though? Like, when you realize that your team is in the playoff, or when your team is out of the playoffs, but you still feel like watching more hockey. Like, how do you cope with that? Like, idea that we could have been there, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I just know that we'll be 100% better next year. So
100%, 100%.
Literally, we were 0% this year, so it couldn't get worse.
Well, you know what your problem is? You don't have Danny Heatley.
Oh man! See, we don't want that though. If we had Heatley, we would have had 50 cups by now if he'd stayed.
Anyway.
I don't think that's how that works.
It
might not be. It could, but it might not be.
Give or take 1 or 2 cups.
Oh yeah, I should also mention that the reason I call this Game 6 Shenanigans Edition is because of the amount of stuff that just happened after the Bruins and the
You mean after Char gets speared in his testicles?
Yeah. And then there's the whole Lucci getting pelted with towels apparently.
Yeah,
that was
beer at Thornton. What's funny to me is when they started throwing beers at Thornton, this kid ended up getting like in a Habs jersey got nailed with 2 beers in a row because whoever was throwing, they were full beers.
Oh yeah, like glass bottles? Did they serve glass bottles?
Those plastic cups.
Oh okay. Jeez, those
But
things
it
are
was just
expensive.
it was ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
I can understand. Oh, there's hate, but I feel like at the games, and I know I'm gonna come out biased as saying this. Oh, you're one-sided. You don't look at it both ways. I'm predicting Jordan's comments already. Um, I feel like the Habs fans are a lot worse when it comes to, during the games. Not all the time, but like I feel like
Ole,
they do
ole,
get
ole,
more
ole.
physical with everything. Yeah, they're real. I don't want to say elitist, but they do feel like they're better than us. And I don't mean like as a team. I mean like as people. And they take everything personally up there.
They
And of
are the
course we
Quebecois.
do too in Boston. And I'm like that's fine, whatever. It's like we don't throw trash at their players though. We don't. We're not whipping beers at people, at players coming off the ice. As far as I know, I've never seen it. I've never
Hmm.
heard of it happening here. That's honestly what happened last night. Is the first time I've heard of that ever happening. But that's just ridiculous, and it's
Well,
sort of insulting.
you can also think of like something more insulting as like what the Oilers did last year as a
Oh,
tradition, or
what
this
did they
season
do?
as like when they threw the jerseys onto the
That's
ice,
that's what I was thinking was the jersey toss. But what were you mentioning?
the jersey toss.
Oh, I was thinking the jersey toss from this year.
What we
Yeah,
have here is a lack of communication.
yeah, yeah. My English is bad. Let's face it. Um, yeah, the jersey toss from this season, I would say, is definitely one of the more disrespectful actions I could think of for a
I
fan.
feel like that's more as a middle finger to their own organization.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
to the front
That wasn't
staff.
because they felt entitled. It's because they're just so tired of being bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's towards the team because you can't just expect the players to suddenly be much better. You have to look at the organization and say why has nothing been done about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Whereas if as a Habs fan and you're watching trash being thrown at another team, let alone I understand it's the Bruins, it's like the most legendary rivalry, but at the same time, you're watching your own fans throw trash at an opposing team, and people are ending up with the trash on them instead of the players, like that kid with the beers on him. It's
Yeah, I
just
saw that.
if I was a Habs fan, I'd be like disgusted to be a fan.
yeah.
Like I would feel insulted personally because
Mm.
it wouldn't represent me, but because the people that were there got so out of hand that they decided to throw trash and other stuff. It got, like I said, it got way out of hand,
Yeah.
and it's just sort of, I can't think of another word. It's insulting to their own organization more than it is to us.
I definitely see your reasoning there. I should also mention that we have a Q&A question from Dave once again. Do you love hockey or your team more?
Oh.
I
Um,
actually have an answer for this right away, which is
Oh, you do?
okay,
not
go ahead.
surprising. Hockey, and I guess as evidence, I'm obviously a fan of more than one team. I like the Bruins, the Lightning, the Ducks, the Wild, the Stars. I'm a fan of multiple teams, and I used to be a fan of Crosby up until 2 seasons ago, when I just found utter hate for him, as the rest of the league does. um, I think at one point, or at some point, you realize, you're either a fan long enough to love the sport more than your team, or you see yourself become a fanatic. And
I
I
would,
may or may not have just stolen a quote and altered it.
yeah, I can
Oh.
see where that original quote came from, but I would say that originally when I found the sport, as in like found the sport, oh my god, how long has it been? Almost 9? Yeah, like 9 years ago. Just as like a fair weather fan, I would say that I loved hockey more than my team, but that's also because I didn't have a team. But as soon as the Blue Jackets came into the picture, I found myself liking the team more. than the sport itself. I guess the only way I'm trying to
Bandwagoner.
I'm trying to get rid of that idea, and I'm trying to do that. I tried doing that with other sports, and I couldn't do it. But um, I'm trying to do it with other hockey leagues, like just watching other hockey leagues. And I tried doing what game did I try doing? I tried watching a Swedish game, and I couldn't follow anything that was going on, so I just left. But yeah, next season, or actually college hockey. College hockey, that's what it was. College hockey. I tried doing that, like just trying to be a fair weather fan, just grow an appreciation for the sport itself, and then try to at least reduce my bias towards the Blue Jackets, and then hopefully watch another team in the near future as the next season.
Well, I have an answer for this being
You go ahead.
a-
I can say my point in a second.
So I grew up in Canada my entire life, and I've played hockey.
Ooh.
You suck. I've played hockey since I was like 3 years old, but playing it that young left a bad taste in my mouth because other children suck and they ruined the sport for me. So for a long time, I like didn't watch hockey because I grew to hate it, and only like three years ago, I sort of started liking it again because I don't know, I don't remember why, but I'm started liking it because the Sens and how much I love the team, how much I love all the players. And over time, I think I'm going to start to like hockey even more. Like I like with the Worlds, with the Olympics, with all of that. I'm going to start to love the sport as much as I love the Sens again.
Oh, so you're like on the same boat as I am, where you're just trying to love the sport more than the team, I guess, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dave, for that one. We have another one that just came up while we were
Oh
discussing.
man, I was gonna bring up my point.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
bring
ahead.
it
Can I end that question with this point?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the difference between loving your team and loving the sport is when you lose a player from your team, you can still respect them as a player. Because if you really only love your team, you're going to look at everyone else in the league and you're going to go, oh, who's that Crosby guy? He sucks because he's not on the Bruins or whatever. But you can, if you're a fan of hockey itself, you can say with Ferentz leaving and going to the Oilers, you can still have respect for him as a player and say, yeah, he's still really good. Would I like to play against him? Well, I mean, it's the Oilers, but say he was on a good team, you could, you could say, yeah, I'd hate to play against him, but I still respect him. And I feel like that's the difference between love for your team and love for the sport.
Okay.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, I guess that would work with also like big trades like the Alfredson, the Sagan,
Yeah,
and
that
I
was
guess the
trade.
Nash,
The
and I
Nash.
guess the Nash trade. I guess.
We've all seen it happen. It's just how we cope with it that decides whether or not we like the sport more than the team.
Yeah, I definitely see that, but I feel like it's also because, well, for me, I just could not tolerate, and I couldn't even find merit in watching another, like, two teams play that weren't in any way affiliated with the Blue Jackets. Like, I just couldn't find myself to watch it because I just, like, there's, like, no interest for me. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. We have another question from Aisha. I don't know why I'm putting this up, but
I don't even get it.
why is Shrek love?
I don't
I think
understand
she's
that.
mentioning a YouTube video.
What YouTube video?
Probably.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
What?
I guess we'll show
English.
that.
Guys, James Neal is trending on Twitter.
Oh God.
Again, what? Is he doing another Q&A? Is he doing another Q&A or? Hello?
I don't,
Oh, sorry.
what?
Sorry, I thought I lost my stream, and I was really terrified that I just got signed out on accident. Sorry.
Sneeze counters at 1.
What?
I thought
No,
10.
yeah, you're at like 5, dude.
I've been coughing. That was the first legitimate sneeze.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's
I'm sorry they sound similar.
right.
Apologies.
Apologies. And God bless. God bless.
Apparently people are ragging on James Steele for taking a stupid penalty. But I don't know why it's trending.
Let's see what
Well,
else is. Toddler
um,
Takeover isn't trending. You guys aren't trying hard enough.
Tanner Glass and Brian Boyle are trending.
That's weird that Tanner Glass is trending.
Let's see. Bad Girls Club Chicago. I don't know what the hell that means.
Ruin a
But,
nursery rhyme. Let's check out some tweets from hashtag Ruin a nursery rhyme.
Ben Affleck.
If it's not
Batman.
too bad.
Ben Affleck as Batman is also trending on the Twitters.
Oh no.
I don't see that one.
I guess I'll upload this to the Twitter, but here's the picture that we all had talked about. Well, this was before the podcast, but
Oh, was this the one that I showed you?
yes, it was.
Awesome.
So if you go to our Twitters, ladies and gentlemen, we have a picture of what appears to be Ben Affleck in his Batman suit standing next to the new Batmobile. Which the Batmobile looks like a concept car, to be honest.
I like the new Batmobile. I have
It
to
doesn't
say,
look
I didn't like this weird, complex design of the one from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
the Dark
this car
Knight
better.
trilogy, I thought, was based off of a Lamborghini. Like, at least part of the framework was based off of Lamborghini.
Maybe. I don't know.
Man, I wish Carter was here. We could talk about racing. Because racing is cool.
He'd probably have yelled at me when I said that Edmonton wasn't a good team, though. God, that logo on the chest is just so irritating to me.
Is it because it's just, like, looks like more blocky? And it actually...
It's huge.
No, you know what it's in reference of? It's in reference of the original Batman logo. The one where it was, like, black, but it had Batman written on it.
Oh, you know what? I
more-
think I understand. Basically, they're going back to the comic book roots,
Exactly.
like they did with the new Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Exactly. That's what I was referencing.
Don't do this to me.
Why? People respect the comic books more than the movies, probably.
Well,
I mean, you don't want a repeat of the George Clooney movie.
oh
okay,
god, that's true. That movie was horrible.
Oh yeah, I also found a remake of Psycho. Of course, Psycho is about the Bates Motel. But it had Vince Vaughn in it. I'm not joking. Vince Vaughn was Norman Bates. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And I almost wanted to watch it, but I saw the ratings at like 20% on Rotten Tomato, and I'm like, okay, I'm out. There's just no point. Okay. I think they also made a second American Psycho too, but it had nothing in relation to the original Christian Bale one. Like, it was just its own random thing, but with its own title stuck onto it. Oh, we have.
Yeah,
some...
I'm gonna take this time to say that we have, at a bare minimum, 5 minutes. At a maximum, maybe 20. So let's have an on the framework here. What are we gonna do for the next 20 to 30 minutes?
We have a new question.
Oh, we do have...
Okay, let's do the question.
Start with this.
If Batman played hockey, what position would he play?
Defense. Probably.
You know, I really wanted to disagree with you, but I'm gonna agree with you.
Are you just looking to disagree with me at every turn?
No, I was thinking that we were gonna have like a serious argument because we would all have differentiating opinions, but then when I found out that you had the same opinion as myself, I'm like, okay, that's it, screw it.
Well, alright, there you go, there's the answer.
Well, hey, wait, we have a third person. We have a
Hey
third
guys,
person.
I'm
Mondo,
James.
you know you and I are the only ones that matter here.
John, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my God, the Rangers scored. I don't know how many goals they have, but
Is it 2 now?
2-1.
Ari tweeted Rangers scoring power play goals like it ain't no thing.
Ain't nothing but a cheap thing, baby. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre going crazy. Okay.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the Penguins screwed themselves by being over aggressive on the power play or the PK.
Or they just decided to have crappy defense again, like they always do. Like they've had
Yes,
that
by
entire.
being over aggressive in an offensive zone.
No, if you've seen how their defense plays, it always just seems like whenever they get forechecked, they just seem to lose all control, and then Fleury has to back them
Yeah,
up.
Rangers are winning 2-1 right now.
Wait, who scored the
Currently.
Pittsburgh goal?
Jokinen.
I'm still on the app. Yeah, Jokinen.
Oh, wait,
Juicy Jokinen.
He's juicy.
Juice.
wait a minute. Is Ollie Jokinen the one with the waffles? You know what I'm talking about, the waffle juice?
It's all the Jokinen.
Okay, good. Okay, I always get those two confused.
Yeah, they do have similar names.
Yeah. So, James, what would you say is Batman's position?
I think he'd be a third line grinder. Because his part of his thing
Grinder.
he endures everything. So he'd be perfect to just stopping the other team.
But
I feel like you went out of your way to find an opinion that wasn't ours.
Maybe.
No, I would say that he would be a defenseman because he always I would say specifically that he would be a defensive defenseman. Because he doesn't really seem to be very forward when it comes to like finding the big criminal in the story. Like he just seems to follow around and try to protect everyone without, engaging really the conflict and then trying to overcome it. He always just seems to overcome it at the last minute by being defensive until there's like no point in being defensive anymore and he has to go on the attack. But okay, so thank you, Dave,
So
for
he
that.
would be PK Subban?
Yeah.
Alright, PK Subban is Batman. I'm tweeting that.
Oh no.
Why? Does that mean that John has to like PK Subban?
No. Make a voodoo doll out of him because it would be racist.
I mean,
Goddamn.
okay, I feel like I'm gonna get in some deep shit for this, but what would be the reaction if someone made like a Joel Ward type of like comment against him? Like, you know what I mean? Like someone made a racial slur.
I have no idea what that means.
Like Joel Ward or like Wayne Simmons, Is it because PK Subban is so popular? Is that why
I'm gonna go with the answer of I still don't understand the reference you're making.
No, I'm saying
They're all
that...
black. Sorry for being so blunt.
I mean, did you not realize that comparison I was making? I'm referencing African American NHL players, correct?
Okay, I've also lived under a rock for the past... God, how old am I? 18, so... 18 years?
So you know that Wayne Simmons and Joel Ward are
I
African
know
American.
Wayne Simmons. That name sounded familiar. I was like, why?
Okay.
I don't get this. What is he saying?
No, I'm saying that would it be any different if like Wayne Simmons got the same attacks? Because he's not as popular as PK Subban.
I think he has before.
Yeah, but it wasn't as widespread in like big media stuff.
Okay, because I feel like it's just the popularity of the player that also dictates like how severe the issue is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes. Oh, of course. Well, of course, it's true. The bigger you are, the more important stuff it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Like some AHL player got the same thing, and you wouldn't be hearing about it all over Reddit. It might have like 5 upvotes.
Okay, so we have another. I guess this is a comic-related question from Aisha. Marvel or DC?
Marvel, end of story.
I don't book, so yeah.
I would say DC.
I'm gonna go with I mean, DC has Batman, but there's Superman, so that sort of evens itself out at 0.
You don't like Superman?
I hate Superman. God,
Wow.
I hate him.
Wow.
Wow, that's
It's sort of like somebody was just like, oh, you know what would be cool if we had a superhero that had literally every power.
he doesn't have literally every power.
Yeah.
He's super strong at what he does.
He can't control bats or whatever.
Yeah.
Neither
He-
does
he-
Batman.
No, he just has super strength. Like he has super strength, super seeing.
And he can
Laser
fly.
eyes. He also
Um,
has a cape.
yeah, he's also invincible.
He's also invincible.
He's
Oh,
also
That's the biggest like also ever.
Hold on, let me amend my statement. It's like somebody said, you know what would be cool? A superhero with almost literally every power. And just so that he's not too powerful, we'll give him this one weakness that literally everyone seems to have.
What? Are you kidding? Wait, he's allergic to a certain type of chemical in the periodic table. Or, no.
It's not actually kryptonite from the periodic table.
Yeah, I know. I almost, like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right, but, no. It's really weird, too, because, like, kryptonite can only be found on Krypton, right?
Yeah.
So, it almost
So why
seems
does
like
Lex
they were...
Luthor always have it?
Well, it always just seems like
My
he's
point.
allergic to his own planet,
Do
essentially.
you see my point?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can move on. I'm not choosing anything.
No, would it be like pollen then? Kryptonite?
Oh my.
You know, like people are just allergic to it. Like it's all
He's
around
not
us, but people are
allergic to
just
kryptonite.
yeah, that
Welcome
was
to
his
Toddler
weakness.
Tuesdays, where we answer as little questions as possible in the most disorganized manner.
No, I'm
Back to
I'm saying
Superman.
his weakness is kryptonite.
Yes.
So that just seems like okay, never mind. I'm trying to make
No,
associations.
My
here, but-
weakness is cute girls. I'm not allergic to them.
Okay, fine. That actually makes sense.
There we go.
Okay, so Ali Jokinen was drafted by the Kings. Thank you, LA.
Great question. Dave, how would you like us to answer that question?
I don't think he's responded, so I guess we'll leave it at that. I don't think there's anything new on the Twitters. My internet's running slow, so yeah, there's nothing new on the Twitters. Hey, look, Juicy Jokinen is trending on the Twitter. Juicy.
God damn it, Juicy. James Neal,
Damn,
Juicy,
oils
Tanner
above.
Glass, Kevin Glenn, who is a football player.
Okay, let's. I'd like to take this time to say a prayer, being led by David Birding or David Birdbag. Our Father, who art in St. Paul, hallowed be thy name. Thy winds please come. Oh crap, I missed it. Hold on. Thy winds please come. Thy goals please come. On ice as it is in Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure he's missing about half of that.
Praised be Heater.
It's Twitter. You don't
Praised
have.
be
No, I
Heater.
mean, he's missing half of it. He's missing
Okay.
half of the
Whoa.
freaking prayer.
It's a short one. Okay. There.
I mean,
there
if
can
you're
be
gonna-
short prayers.
I mean, if you're gonna at least reference the Lord's prayer.
Who is the Lord's player? Is it Crosby?
Well, according to Pierre Maguire, but
Sure, as the Lord.
so according to if you're following through with the Lord's Prayer, he only mentioned the part that traditionally in a Catholic church a priest would say, but then of course
he added another part.
oh he did okay good never mind I was gonna
Oh, did he? Awesome.
Yeah.
so John
Want to
could
read it,
you-
John? Continue.
Hold on, I gotta get it out.
oh wow that's a
Give
good
us this
line.
day our daily parise, and forgive us our chirping, as we forgive those who chirp against us. And lead us not into Chicago.
Wait there's one more
there's more.
line he's missing.
Yeah.
Yep,
No, he's got another one.
we gotta finish it.
Yeah, he's got another one now.
Please end it with praised be Heater. Please.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't.
So from LA Dave, Los Angeles is trending in Los Angeles.
What? There's another
Uh,
line that just got added. I want to read that one too.
Okay, go. You want to read it, James?
I can't even. I can't even see it.
You
Where
can't
is it?
even. Can you not even?
No, I see the first part. I'm on my... Urgh! Damn laptop Twitters. Give us a stay daily free saying forgive us our tripping as we forgive those who trip us against us, and lead us not in and then I got nothing.
Nothing.
I
You want
don't
me to
have
read it
anything.
then?
Oh, and 3 new tweets. It's not here! What's
Oh,
going
I
on?
read it. I read it.
Yeah.
Alright. But deliver us to California, for thine is the stutter, the koivu, and it's suitor, isn't it? Damn.
Yep.
I messed it up. Nanda, read it.
Get done goofed.
Hang on. Oh god. There's a notification. Hang on.
Just one T that changes it. God damn it.
No, I'm trying to find it and I
Oh.
can't find it.
Got it.
Okay, go ahead,
Alright,
John.
you read it.
Okay, so I shall read the entire prayer, if I can sit. Okay. Our Father, who art in St. Paul, hallowed be thy name. Thy winds please come, thy goals please come, on ice as it is in Minnesota. Give us this day our daily parise, and forgive us our chirping, as we forgive those who chirp against us. And lead us not into Chicago, but deliver us to California. For thine is the suitor, the koivu, and the parise, forever and ever. Amen. But he forgot. Motherfucking All-Star Heatley. God damn it.
I would give him a huge round of applause, to be honest, because that is quite amazing. That's an amazing. I mean, that should go into the Hall of Fame of Twitter, to be honest.
We should. Hashtag best of Twitter Friday contender.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find my phone, but I can't find it. It's also dark in my room.
I'm
And the monsters could come out at any time. I'm just kidding.
There's lightning outside, so it's kind of scary.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Spooky for
It's
me.
Jantron.
Dave also mentions our knowledge of superheroes is bad, and we should
Dave, you
feel bad.
shut your mouth.
I don't
We are
feel bad
young.
at all, so let it go.
Superman is like 100 years older than us, so whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah, whatever everyone else said, because I don't feel like talking more about superheroes.
Aisha
Um,
can't listen anymore due to going out.
Well, why does she need to go out when she
How
has us
dare
awesome
you have a
people?
social life?
How dare you have people other than us? You're all you need.
I
Oh, yeah, she-
oh.
She also put our handle as our high. So she has our hockey
Korean
cast
person.
and our high. She can't.
It's just so Korean. That hasn't
Oh
been
my
in
God,
2 years.
I'm sorry,
Right.
Korean? What?
Yeah, look at this. I'm
Lee.
not joking. She only
Kai
has 6.
Lee. No, Caillou Lee.
Yeah, and she has a picture of a bunch of people eating with their hands. Why are we doing this? This isn't even related to hockey anymore.
Whatever.
Are there any questions? Doubt it.
It is doubtful.
Okay, so we have the. Hang on, I'm gonna get rid of this Dave question, which isn't even a question.
Damn
Okay,
it,
let me
Dave, you
let
should
me
be
change
ashamed.
that question. Do we have any questions that matter?
Well, that's subjective.
Okay. Is the answer no? Okay, let's talk about Pokemon again.
Alright, so
Do
which
you
is
want to
your
be the very
favorite
best
one?
that no one ever was?
No.
Do you want to catch them? Is that your real quest? Is it to train them? Is your
Test.
cost?
Test.
Shut.
Nando, you're not even a
Okay,
kid
guys,
anymore.
Honedge
your
is
face.
literally the best Pokemon ever.
Shut your
Literally.
face.
Hands down.
Hoenn is like beautiful. It's a
No, I
golden
said
flame.
Honedge.
Of... What the fuck are you talking about?
That's sorry. You didn't play X and Y.
No,
There's a
I didn't.
Pokemon that's literally a sword.
I'm looking this up. How you spell it?
Are you not talking? Am I the only one here now?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hey. Oh, are we done yet? When is this over?
It's 8:40. I believe 8:45 was our first deadline, and our second deadline is 9.
Alright, we got tons of time.
Welcome to Toddler Tuesday. Tuesdays, ladies and
When
gentlemen.
we have no idea when it ends, and we have no idea what we're doing.
When I was told, well, because 2
The
weeks ago
question's
we were
back.
told to cut it to an hour, which was wrong. Mistakenly, it was wrong. The suggestion is to keep it below 2 hours, an hour and a half at the most, and if it's somewhere between an hour and an hour and a half, it's fine.
Okay.
So I guess what we're supposed to do is come up with an outline of what we're going to talk about.
We just want to, yeah.
But, you know, Toddler Tuesdays, that never happens. We discussed this before the podcast. We have absolutely no organizational skills.
We just talked
During the
about
podcast.
Superman for like 5 minutes, so it's pretty obvious that we have no idea what we're doing.
But that's what makes this fun. That's what makes us the best podcast, I
Toddler
think.
Tuesdays every day forever. 'Cause the rest of the guys
If
suck
only
more
we could
than
do
us.
these on. If only we could do this on Saturdays.
And Mondays. No, not Mondays. I hate Mondays.
I hate
Thursdays.
Mondays too.
Yeah, not Mondays. Someone else can do that Mondays. Every other day though.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
And Saturdays and Sundays. Cause
No, we can't do it on Saturdays because everyone's always busy.
Yeah, that
I'm not.
Oh my
though.
god, guys, guess what?
What?
chicken butt.
Next week, shut up. Next week is the last week of my high school ever.
What?
You lucky bastard. You
Yeah.
lucky freaking bastard. We have
Last
to go until
week.
June.
Next week is the last week I will be in high school.
You lucky. We have to go into mid-June. Or we have to go into just June.
Well,
Me too.
I graduate on June 2nd, but our last day of class is the 23rd of May. So they give us like 2 weeks off. And then graduation, and then, yeah.
Wait, when are your exams?
Next week is our finals.
Oh.
Let's see. Mine
Our
is going to
exams
be
start in
June 3rd, I think, and then our graduation is the following weekend, which is June 8th. June 8th is our graduation. Sorry, go ahead, James.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh,
He's just a embryo.
Yeah, I don't even graduate until next year, so you guys are like old.
Yeah, we're so old now. We're so
Man,
old to you.
You guys need like canes and stuff.
We eat prunes.
Oh yeah, John,
Literally-
where we,
Prunes. We're
John.
literally prunes.
John, did you decide on the college yet? Because the college decision was May 1st.
Yeah, I told you. Remember?
You did?
I got forced into UMass Lowell.
Congratulations!
I had that huge discussion on the hockey Twitters.
I probably forgot it, to be honest, because
Yeah, I'm willing to bet you did because I remember you commented on it.
oh my god, now I feel even dumber.
So yeah, I'm going to UMass Lowell, and I just found out like a week ago that had I applied to possibly get the Posse Scholarship, which would have been a series of interviews, there's a chance that I could be going to Center College, but I decided against it because I didn't know anybody there at that point. I was like, no, I want to stay in state. And
I
now,
remember.
in
Now I
retrospect, I should have just done it, and then if I got into Center, I could be with Nando for 4 to 6 years.
Now I remember this conversation.
Oh, so cute. You guys are so cute together. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I'm going to, as John mentioned, Center College, which is in Danville, Kentucky, aka like like the city I live in now, except with a college stuck in between it. That's a pretty good accurate description of what it's like.
I live.
Guys, send me hate mail and hate tweets because I could have gone to college with Nando, but I can't.
I live 30 minutes away from 2 universities. So
Actually,
I live in Massachusetts, which has like
you have all the
thousands
universities
of
in the world.
colleges and universities in it. So
I live 5 minutes away from Cincinnati, so yeah, I'm close to 2 universities. 2
Yeah,
big universities at that, I should say, with Xavier.
Yeah, I don't want to go to either of them, unfortunately. 'Cause
I'm 15 to 20 minutes away from Harvard,
wow.
BU. Tufts is literally in my city.
Tufts? I'm trying to think. I read a book somewhere where someone went to Tufts, but I cannot remember. I can't. It's fading away from me. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Fading.
I'm trying to think what other colleges. Leslie University. There's a buttload of universities near
Oh,
me.
wait a minute.
Lowell is like 45 minutes to an hour away.
Oh my god, I just forgot to. There's a university which is like 2 minutes away from my house. I'm not joking. Like it could literally
Wow.
be in my backyard, but it's not. It's Northern Kentucky University, which is in the city across from where I live. Which I live on the edge of the city, so that kind of counts. But yeah, Northern Kentucky University, of course, is home to. I don't know. It's just growing. It just keeps growing. It's like getting big now. It's getting so humongous big.
It's like universe.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know. I just forgot all my Brizgalov jokes.
I'm sure Chris can
Only
find
thing
them for
to
you.
fear is bear in the forest. Why you have to be mad? It's just game.
It's just game. We have
No,
to be
it's only game.
Oh yeah, a bunch of people in my school are now finding out about Brizgalov. Like, I'm not joking. Ever since the beginning of the year, people have like started randomly quoting him, and I'm like, what the hell are you fuckers talking about? Do you even know what hockey is?
Guys,
It's only
guys,
game.
hold up. Everyone, shh. Nando swore. Nando said the word fuck. Holy shit.
What the fuck? Gasps.
I think that's the first time you've ever said that on the podcast, though.
No,
Who,
don't tell
me?
your parents.
Wait, are you saying the first time I've ever sworn on the podcast? Or
No, like the first time you've ever said fuck. You've sworn
I'm-
before. Multiple times in this podcast. I still swear
No,
once,
I mean-
though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you've ever seen me on Reddit, I say fuck a lot.
Oh, you said it again.
And I'm pretty sure if you see me in real life, I say fuck a lot.
You said
No,
it
I'm
again.
just saying, like, on the podcast,
Okay.
like, I've tried to hold back a lot of the time because I don't, people are going to hear this, and I don't want to project a bad image of myself.
Nah, we're Toddler Tuesdays. We don't have an image.
We're literally fetus and toddlers.
No, we're children. People can forgive us.
It's like, oh, they're just so cute. It doesn't matter.
Oh, look at them swearing.
Sniffles. We should have kept a sniffle counter, to be honest, because you've done that a lot this
That's a lot.
podcast,
Yep.
John. We did the wrong counter.
Too many counters.
Are you grabbing tissues in the background, or
Yep,
is
I just found tissues.
Hey, look, there's a sock.
I'm sorry for being so grossly obnoxious.
You should be ashamed of yourself, John.
Reach
How
Should
could
I
you
be
be
ashamed for saying something else like 5 minutes ago?
Nah.
Oh, for not going to college with Nando.
Oh, that'd been so
Yeah,
cute.
I
You guys
mean-
could like root together, be like, oh.
we would have been the most adorable bros in
Wait,
the history
Nando,
of
are you
college.
dorming there, or?
Yeah, you have to dorm unless you have family living in the area.
Don't you live in the area?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
No, I live like 2 hours away from Danville.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know where that is.
But still,
Dan-
see, that
outside-
irritates me even more because I was like, oh, it's fine because he wouldn't be dorming there. But if I was dorming there, we could dorm together.
Yeah,
Do you see my plight?
yes, indeed, certainly. Let's see. It's just a private college, very small place, very beautiful campus. I might add. They have a lot of trees. It looks really pretty in the winter time. It's in.
Wait, do you have snow down there?
Yeah, we get snow in Kentucky.
Like how much snow? It's like real snow.
Yeah.
Not that.
I'm judging your
bullshit.
snow account as right now.
Okay. The thing is, snow in Kentucky is very weird in that December there's hardly anything, but then come late January or mid-January to
Early
basically
February.
no,
You
basically
guys
the entire
get,
month.
like,
No, the
raped
entire
with
month.
snow.
No, it's mid-January to the entire month of February. We just get annihilated with snow every year, and it just turns. It's not even snow anymore when it happens. It just turns into ice. It's just fucking ice, and it sucks. And
I feel so bad for you right now. I'm like, wow, how do they deal with it?
Just because you're a Canadian doesn't give you the rights
Our
to.
last snow melted 2 weeks ago. It snowed 2 weeks ago.
Do you
I'm not
even
even
know what
kidding.
spring is anymore?
It's right now, and it's gonna end in like a week.
That was us for.
Your snow represents my high school career. Pretty much started in about December.
Okay. Well, that was a random tangent.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we still have 10 minutes, and anyone who disagrees, we're talking about important stuff here.
Oh yeah, very important stuff.
We
We're
did
like
talk about colleges, so
Baker,
Yeah.
BB.
Oh crap, John! Guess what?
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 We just finished our AP testing
Oh yeah,
for like
I was
ever.
gonna ask you about that. So without disclosing any questions, how did you feel about it?
Okay. There were court cases in there.
Whoa, no. Are you sure you should be talking about this?
I don't give a shit. We talk about it all the time. No, I'm just kidding. We don't actually.
I was just gonna say, if this comes against us, I wasn't talking about this.
I don't even live
No,
in their country,
there
so.
there was like a moment in time where I started to realize what our teacher told us to study as the most important units actually came true. Because there were certain units where I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely very high. But there was when I was studying, I didn't study a particular unit in government, but then it was a huge focus on this test, and it just made me so mad. I'm like, dang it, I didn't study this enough to know the
Yeah.
specifics.
This was the one AP test that I was panicking about. I wasn't worried about my psych one, and then
Dude, AP
The psych-
psychology is the easiest test ever, though.
yes, but the problem was only just over a third of my class was gonna take it, so the other 2/3 didn't give a shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
our class moved so slow, and we didn't learn a lot of stuff. Well, guess what was on the test?
Wait, did you not learn about the last few bits, which are what were the last few bits that you didn't learn?
Things basically stuff that I learned today, the sex stuff, the 4 phases of sexual action or something.
You mean Freud's
Like-
4 stages? Of...
No, not Freud's. It was God, it was something else. Hold on. Never mind. I don't feel like getting my textbook out.
No, but I just remember our last unit was the abnormal psychology unit.
Yeah,
Where
no, he basically covered things in bits and pieces, and he's like, these are the most important things you need to, know for the AP tests, and we just went a lot slower than we were supposed to,
Yeah.
because we had a bunch of people that just didn't want to do anything. So we'd go into class and nobody wanted to do any work, so he'd put on Criminal Minds or something, and it's like... There was a lot less homework this year than there was for classes last year, because last year we used to see people doing homework in the class, at lunch, for the class all the time. This year, we hardly ever got homework, which I didn't seem to understand, because I was like, there's no homework this year, this is ridiculous. And for Gov, there was homework every night. It was a struggle. This was the one AP test I was worried for.
Yeah.
And when it finally got to it, last night, I wasn't worried at all. It was still harder than I thought it was going to be, but
Yeah.
it was nowhere near as bad as I expected it.
This year for my 3 AP tests, which were AP Spanish Language and Culture, AP English Lit, and government, I made a routine, and I'm not joking, this is the weirdest routine I've ever came up with, which was I would always not study the night before. I just wouldn't do anything the night before. I wouldn't do homework, I wouldn't do any schoolwork. And then I would wear the same outfit like over and over again. So it was like a
What?
light. I'm not joking. I was getting like extremely superstitious about it. Like I sat in the same spot as like I had sat for the previous test, and I wore the same outfit. So I wore like every single time, and these were all spread out in different days. So I wasn't wearing like the same outfit on consecutive days. Okay, guys, just know that part. But it was just like it was like a light blue polo and like red shorts. That's what I wore the first test, and that's what I was gonna wear for all of them. And like a particular pair of shoes, and that was it. And then I always sat in like the same spot, which was right next to a box of tissues, just in case my allergies would act up. So yeah, I was pretty superstitious about this test. But now that it's over, I really don't care, and I probably won't wear that same outfit ever again for the rest of the school year. And I just remember, like, every AP test, I just eat so many mints, because they give us free mints as, like, it's apparently a way to help study, or help concentrate. So all I did was just eat, like, I think I had, like, 10 mints a test or something crazy like that. And my stomach would just get so, like, my stomach just hurt all the time. But now that it's over, I'm, like, done with mints forever. Or at least for, like, a good few weeks, so... John, did you have any special routines that you did when you took the AP test, or?
No, not for the AP tests. I have routines for the weirdest things, like, when I started crew, I always had this routine where, I'd come home from school, and I'd have just enough time to toast a bagel, fill up 2 reusable water bottles, and change into compression shorts and running shorts. And then by the time I was changed, the bagel was done. And as I ate the bagel, I filled the water bottles. By then it was 3, and I could walk down to the boathouse by 3:15, 3:30 for a 4 o'clock practice.
Oh, okay.
And they say 4 o'clock because, we're on the water at 4,
Yeah.
but in reality we had to be there at like 3:30 to warm up and everything.
Yeah.
So it was like really a lot less time than we thought. So I always had enough time, and every morning I'd do the same thing. I'd get up and I'd make sure I had everything ready, but I'd always come home and it was never ready like I thought it was.
Oh. So, I guess we'll ask James this question because what is it like? Do you have any like special routines that you do?
Yeah, get home and I go on the computer.
No, I mean like special routines that are like different, that you feel are like different from everyone else. Because I mentioned wearing the same outfit for 3 tests, and
No.
John mentioned having a routine of preparing for practice. So, what is your special routine that you do?
I don't do anything differently. I live my life on the fly. I'm free spirited. I'm a special flower.
Oh yeah, I should also mention that every morning when I get to school, I always get to school as soon as the library opens, so I can study.
Ooh, I do that too, but I don't study with my friends.
Oh,
'Cause you're a nerd.
I usually just go there. I like to get to school early in the morning, not only for like parking, but also because of it's like the one time where I can get some studying in before my friends decide to come in and then distract me from everything that I'm doing, and I just get mad and leave early. But yeah, I always just do that, and I always leave at exactly 10 till the bell rings, which is like at 8 o'clock for my school. So, and I leave early just to put my lunch away into another teacher's refrigerator, because yeah, I had a deal worked out where I can use my teacher's refrigerator and microwave, so I can bring. Yeah, I'm not joking. I've been bringing leftovers as my lunch. What? What was that? What was that?
What?
Did you say? Were you gonna say something? Were you gonna say something to my face?
Yeah.
Well, guys, stop fighting.
I'll fight you. I'll come down to Kentucky and fight you.
No, were you gonna say something before?
No, I wasn't.
What? Why the? It just seems like you always are going to say something while I was talking, and then I feel like I interrupted you. But then you're like, "Oh no, I didn't say anything." What are you talking about?
Well, we should probably end this now.
Guys, how do I fix Skype? I mean, bye guys, Nando smells.
None
Hey.
smells like butt.
Hey, you guys, shut your faces. Anyway,
Shut your faces.
alrighty, I want to say thank you to everyone on the Twitters, aka LA
Aisha.
Dave, Aisha, and there is one other person that I wish to mention, and Pacefalm, who also gave us a response to one of our earlier questions. So I want to thank
Was
those.
it the hockey porn movie? I mean, hockey movie.
John, you shut your mouth right now.
Alright, it's about time. Nobody made it this far to the end of the podcast. The
Actually, we
original
have one
question-
viewer. We have one
made it.
lone viewer. So yeah, eat your words. Anyway,
Who are they?
thank you
Find
everyone.
them.
Thank you, James, and thank you, John, and thank you, Nando, for making this podcast possible. I want you all to have a good night and happy hockey.
Combo smash.